They say I'm a shit.
Well, yes. They've pulled you to pieces. In 5 different languages. Here we are, time. Thrive on unpleasantness. Le monde. Freddy Trompa, la honte des échecs.
I don't believe that they can't see my game. I'm like that tennis player, what's his name? They love to hate me, I'm the rose, that's dollars.
Listen, the grosse liquor scandale de chaque.
And look, here's a piece that some idiots done on you. Florence Bessie, petite Hungarian-born Englishwoman. His gentle companion, if they only knew.
What do you mean? You know I'm always gentle with you, Freddy. They like the Russian, they could like you too.
Of course the bastards all support the Russian.
But Sergeyevsky seems a sweet opponent. So why do you abuse him all the time? Freddy, I love you very much. But just for once, don't go on about the Russians at the press conference. Okay?
All Soviets deserve abuse.
Your opponent deserves such abuse.
All Soviets deserve abuse.
Even you must concede he can play.
Oh, sure, he's the best red on the circuit, I'll give him that.
He hasn't lost for a long time. He could be a tough nut to crack.
Look, if he gets one game off me, it's because I want to keep press interest going, okay?
Why do you persist with races and types of races with multi-opponents? Fans of a lack of permission, admit your honest, your rest and not your honest. Your life is for money, but your memory of life is greatness. You make it happen, and one is so good at forgetting. This might be a better, the best of broken verses, which all I can find in the West.
Why did you risk the whole match breaking down?
What are you saying? What are you implying?
Your outrageous demand, self-conceit.
I don't see anything outrageous in demanding what I'm worth. I'm the reason you're all here. Who's even heard of Sergeyevsky?
It's hard to believe what we're reporting. Why so disparaging? Not very sporting.
And the communist sport? Oh my God! East-West relations. Do you guys have any serious questions?
What do you think of our little town?
Rather cold and dull, as I expected.
Would you rather play Leningrad?
Leningrad was an insulting Soviet suggestion.
They only try to be friendly. You could have played in New York.
Come on, you know exactly what their motives were.
You protest too much. We see your fire. Big noise to hide your fears. Pure paranoia.
I'm not paranoid, they're out to get me!
Tell all this to the United Nations. Are you an asset to East-West relations?
Jesus.
Will you be quitting for good if you lose?
What did you say?
How come your second's a girl lover boy?
is utterly mad. Believe me, Anatoly, you are playing a lunatic.
That's the problem. He's a brilliant lunatic and you can't tell which way he'll jump. Like his game, he's impossible to analyze. You can't dissect him, predict him, which of course means he's not a lunatic at all.
What we've just seen is a pathetic display from a man who's beginning to crack. He's afraid. He knows he isn't the player he was, and he won't get it back.
Nonsense. Why do my seconds always want to believe third-rate propaganda?
My friend, please relax. We're all on your side. You know how you need us.
I don't need my army of so-called advisors and helpers to tell me the man who revitalized chess single-handed is more or less out of his brain. When it's very clear he's sane.
Listen, we don't underestimate anyone. We won't get caught in that trap. After all, winning or losing reflects on us.
Oh, don't give me that crap. I win. No one else does. And I take the rap if I lose.
It's not quite that simple. The whole world should in. We're all on display. We're not merely sportsmen.
Oh, please don't start spouting that old party line. Yes, I know it's your job, but just get out and get me a chess playing second in 36 as we begin. That is if you want to win.
Wanting is not sufficient. We have to know, we have to make sure. Every man has a weakness, and his is that woman. You take her, you win the game.
So, you are saying I am not good enough?
I'm not saying that. I'm just making something. And she's attractive. And then there's her intriguing family history in Hungary in 1956.
I'm a chess player, Mr. Molokov. You go and play those other games. Who needs a dream? Who needs ambition? Who'd be the fool in my position? Once I had dreams, now they're obsessions. Hopes became needs. Lovers' possessions. Then they move in, oh so discreetly, slowly at first, smiling too sweetly. I opened doors, they walked right through them, called me their friend. I hardly knew them. Now I'm what I want to be and who I want to be and doing what I always said I would be, yet I feel I haven't won at all. Running from my life and never looking back in case there's someone right behind me, shoot me down, saying you're as you had before. When the crazy wheel slows down, where will I be? Back where I started. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. Times have been good, fast, entertaining. But what's the point if I'm concealing not only love, all other feeling? When the crazy wheel slows down, where will I be? Back where I started.
Mr. Monaco.
No one can deny that these are difficult times. No one can deny that these are difficult times.
No one can deny that these are difficult times. These are very dangerous and difficult times. It really doesn't matter who comes out on top, who gets the chop. No one's way of life is threatened by a flaw. But we're gonna smash that bouncers, make him wanna change his name, take him to the cleaners and devastate him, wipe him out, humiliate him. We don't want the whole world saying they can't ever win again. We have never reckoned on coming second.
There's no use.
It's the red flag up against stars and stripes, but with peace-loving types.
No one can deny that these are difficult times.
It's a sweet health fair, the well-man fair, for both eagle and bear. Dangerous and difficult times.
So those that say that this is not a friendly clash, don't be so rash. I assure you, comrades, that is balderdash.
What a lot of whinging peasants, thinking they can win, they can't. What an exhibition of self-delusion, this one's a foregone conclusion. But enough of all this beating round the bushes of dead taunt.
Bring to the call of the Yankee dollar.
We shall trash them, thrash them.
All goods will feel that as this great event begins, it underpins our quest for peace, the bonds of common interest of East and West.
As long as a man
As long as our man wins.
I've a duty as the referee at the start of the match.
On behalf of all our sponsors, I must welcome you, which I do. There's a catch. I don't care if you're a champion. No one messes with me. I am ruthless in upholding what I know is right, black or white. As you'll see, I'm on the case, can't be fooled. Any objection is overruled. Yes, I'm the arbiter and I know best.
He's impartial and bullshit, he's not.
You got your tricks, good for you. But there's no gambit, I don't see through. Oh, I'm the arbiter, I know the score. From square one, I'll be watching all 64. If you're thinking of the kind of thing that we've seen in the past, chanting gurus, walkie-talkies, walkouts, hypnotists, tempers, fists, not so fast. This is not the start of World War III. No political ploys. I think both your constitutions are terrific, so now you know, be good boys. I'm on the case, can't be fooled. Any objection is overruled. Yes, I'm the arbiter and I know best.
He's impartial and bullshit, he's not.
You got your tricks, good for you. But there is no gambit, I don't see through. Oh, I'm the arbiter, I know the score. From square one, I'll be watching all 64. If the leaders of both delegations are now present, we are able to consider their pre-match applications, representations, or objections. Miss Vassar.
Thank you. The American delegation wishes to protest the size of the Soviet delegation, which far exceeds the permitted number.
The Soviet delegation consists of just 4 people, including our champion, our doctor, PT expert, security agent, psychologist, and chef can hardly be considered delegates.
Objection overruled. Mr. Malkoff.
Thank you. The Soviet delegation has reason to believe that the American player's chair could contain communications devices and therefore objects to the constitution of the chair.
Both chairs were made in Sweden with non-aligned aluminium.
Objection overruled.
On behalf of the television companies, who are making such a major financial contribution in this match, I request the arbiter's permission for a few commercial supporters of the game to set up a discreet display of wares in the arena.
Objection!
Mr. DeCourcy, further economic discussion with my office could clear the way to a fresh look at the status of merchandising and advertising interests. But now, let us concentrate on the spirit of chess.
has been sensational development in the very first game of the World Chess Championship here in the snow-covered Tyrolean town of Merano, Italy. The board and the pieces have been thrown to the floor by one or the other or both players. The champion is said to have walked out in a rage.
Wish, no must, make our disgust at this obvious perfectly clear. We're here for chess of the US. If so, why foul the atmosphere?
I must protest. Our delegation has a host of valid points to raise. Our players' sporting attitudes beyond our praise, as any neutral would attest. But we can say the fact is masters bend the rules is not a player's fault. We'll overlook their political assault and under protest will proceed.
No one's immune to my power in this hall.
I am not surprised. He wanted fresher air once. He realized there was no hope of your lot laying there. How sad to see fortunes to be a model of decorum and tranquility, become like any other sport, a battleground for rival ideologies to slug it out with glee.
I would say with regard to him it is hard to rebut. Ever growing suspicious, my oppositions are not.
I don't suppose you'd understand the strain and pressure getting where he's born. But then you'd simply call him highly strung and not imply that he was one of
Treats you like that he must be.
I'm not getting rich. My only interest is in something which gives me the chance of working with the best.
Get this straight, I will not stand by while you play at politics.
A model of decorum and tranquility, become like any other sport,
A battleground for rival ideologies to slug it out with glee. Enough of this pious waffle. If the players do not return to the arena within 24 hours, I will declare the match void. The game is greater than its players.
The game is greater than its players, Miss Vass. How true? I don't know how you can allow this harm to be done to chess, and how this baby of yours can be persuaded back to the game.
Easy. You stop playing politics and start playing chess. I don't know how you have the gall to criticize us when it is all too obvious this is what you wanted. We get the blame. Your man, no doubt following orders, was after some sort of bust-up from the word go.
You really, Hamas, he has no orders. Now let me put my cards upon the table. He is a grief, well, who can blame him? Yes, up against a man who's less than stable.
Freddie, less than stable, you're goading him. Who rocked his chair throughout the match then, who sniffed and coughed, began to scratch then, played with his flag and drummed his fingers, then took a walk, your precious boy.
A peccadillo.
Peccadillo.
A peccadillo compared to the neurotic behavior of Trump, huh?
Listen, you plutocratic throwback, you and your cronies want to go back home to your dackers, not the salt mines. We'd better talk.
I wish, Florence,
Florence.
you would resist from cheap political jibes at a time when cooperation between us is vital. Besides, I thought you would be reluctant to criticize fellow Eastern Europeans.
Fellow Eastern Europeans. I am Hungarian. Remember Hungary? I wish I could. but I was only 5 when you bastards moved in. I have no memory of my homeland, my people, my mother and father, all taken from me by you. And you call yourself a fellow Eastern European.
Come now, Miss Fassy, we're digressing. Back to the point, let's start addressing all our attention to the World Chess Championship.
The Murano Mountain Inn, famous for its peace and tranquility. That's where I want you to deliver me, one Soviet Grandmaster.
For God's sake, be reasonable!
$20,000.
Why should we pay you to televise tantrums? We prefer to see chess being played. You can deal with him, he's getting heated. Now he's claiming that he's underpaid.
I said $20,000 a game. As for you, I shouldn't have to be dealing with Walter. Where were you when the shit hit the fan?
Saving income by fixing a meeting, so you better start liking the
The
man.
interest is bigger than ever, and I'll walk out my smartest move yet. All you say is that I ought to meet him on the top of a mountain.
You bet.
Can't you see that you're losing your grip, dear, and the communist fooling you too? Why should I be the only one trying?
You wanna lose your only friend? Well, keep it up, you're doing fine. Why this humiliation? Why treat me like a fool? I've taken shit for 7 years and I won't take it anymore.
I'm only teasing Soviets with gentle bonhomie. You've a better reason to be anti-them.
There's a time and there's a place.
This is the girl who says she always wants to know the truth.
There's a time and there's a place.
Rising, 1956. Budapest is rising, 1956. Budapest is rising, 1956. Budapest is rising.
I thought you'd support any attack on these people.
Budapest is
All you
rising.
people who ran mindlessly over your childhood. Don't let them fool you for 30 years on. They're the same.
1956. Budapest is falling, 1956. Budapest is dying.
They see chess as a war, playing with pawns just like Poland.
Budapest is dying.
If you walk out on me, they will have won the first battle. Wouldn't your father now surely be dying of shame?
You know that there's nothing I've done that he'd be ashamed of in my whole life. Why'd you have to do this to me? What's going on around me is barely making sense. I need some explanations fast. I see my present partner in the imperfect tense, and I don't see how we can last. I feel I need a change of cast. Maybe I'm a nobody side, and when he gives me reasons to justify each move, they're getting harder to believe. I know this can't continue. I've still a lot to prove. There must be more I could achieve. But I don't have the nerve to leave. Everybody's playing the game, but nobody's rules are the same. Nobody's on nobody's side. Better learn to go it alone. should not think of keeps rolling through my mind, and I don't want to let that go. No lover's ever faithful, no contract truly signed. There's nothing certain left to know. And how the cracks begin to show. Never make a promise or plan. Take a little of where you can. Nobody's on nobody's side. Never stay too long in your bed. Never lose your heart, use your head. Nobody's on nobody's side. Never take a stranger's advice. Never let a friend fool you twice. Nobody's on nobody's side. Never be the first to believe. Never be the last to deceive. Nobody's on nobody's side. And never leave a moment too soon. Never waste a hot afternoon. Never stay too long. Don't forget the best will go wrong. Better learn to go it alone. Recognize you're out on your own. Nobody's on nobody's side. This is the one situation I wanted most to avoid. Nothing I say will convince him it isn't a trick.
A drink on a clear moonlit night. I relax, she smiles. There's something peculiar going on.
So through my own stupid full time, stuck here to carry the can, embarrassed, deserted, marooned.
Now she can't be working for them. I mean us. She seems so very straightforward. But where is he?
He has to turn up. It's not just the money, perhaps it is.
Maybe he's scared, just as scared as he was in the game.
I just couldn't care less. He can go right ahead, go and wreck his career. I know I've done my best.
Well, at least she's a good-looking spy.
What if my Russian friend thinks that my plans have nothing to do with the chess? If I don't say something else soon, he'll go. Nobody's on nobody's side.
Listen, I had to break up the mood. Get to the point, begin. Haven't you noticed we are one character short in this idyllic, well-produced scene?
He wait to join you up here. Maybe he walked, cable cars scare him.
Never mind him, I haven't missed him so far. Maybe it won't do any harm to struggle on without his charm. Funny how all at once I feel that he can go jump off the mountain of the cap.
This is the one situation I wanted most to avoid.
My dear opponent, I really can't imagine why.
So I am not dangerous then. What a shame.
No, you're not dangerous. Who could think that of you? You are so strange. Why can't you be what you want to be?
You should be scheming, intriguing, too clever by heart.
I have to hand it to you, for you managed to make me forget why I ever agreed to this farce. I don't know why I can't think of anything I would rather do than be wasting my time on mountains with you.
Who'd ever think it's such a very pretty setting? Tell me what's the betting? Very pretty plotting too. No matter, I've done all your work for you. What do all Soviets deserve? Have you forgotten? Well, you'll soon remember. Who'd ever think it utter in collaboration with the very nation gave a father the degree? Where's daddy? Dead or in the KGB? I've agreed new terms, which in short means more money. For you also, but that can't be helped. This meeting is therefore unnecessary. The match can continue, and we don't have to be friends. Game's to 1. It's all over. So you got what you want. What a nasty ambition. Set me up, pull me down, then exploit my condition. I should have guessed, woman, that impressed, woman. You're on nobody's side but your own, and you're behaving like a mere woman. It's so clear, woman, it's your sex. Once they start getting old and getting worried, feel it fly, take it out on the one who supports them. It's you I'm talking about.
Who'd ever think it's such a squalid little ending? Watching you descending just as far as you can go. I'm learning things I didn't want to know.
Who'd ever think this would be the situation? One more observation. Have we ever get this far before you show me what you really are?
You'll be lost without me to abuse like you're used to.
Go away, just get out, be someone else's parasite. When I was 9, I learned survival, taught myself not to care. I was my single good companion, taking my comfort there. Up in my room, I planned my conquest. On my own, never asked for a helping hand. No one would understand. I never asked a pair who fought below, just in case they said no. Pity the child who has ambition, knows what he wants to do, knows that he'll never fit the system others expect him to. Pity the child who knew his parents, saw the faults of the love die before his eyes. Pity the child that wise. He never asked, did I cause your distress? Just in case they said yes. When I was 12, my father moved out, left with a whimper, not with a shout. I didn't miss him, he made it perfectly clear. I was a fool and probably queer. Fool that I was, I thought this would bring those he had left closer together. She and he crawled away. I was the last the woman told. She never let her bed get cold. Someone moved in, I shut my door. Want to treat her just the same way as before. I took the road of least resistance. I had my game to play. I had the skill and more than hunger, easy to get away. Pity the child with no such weapons, no defense, no escape from the ties that bind. Always a step behind. I never called to tell her all I'd done. I was only her son.
by deserting his Soviet team and supporters. He's believed to be seeking political asylum in the West.
Yes. Yes.
But they're not coming with you.
No, not for the moment.
You play chess? You are to detect? Ah, yes, it says here that you are world champion.
Since yesterday. That's still jolly good.
Gentlemen, you are dealing with a major international figure here. Now, may I just make it quite clear that what...
Are you defecting too, sir?
No. I'm a citizen of the United States. This gentleman is a Soviet citizen. And by the power of this government and this agency, I demand that you give this gentleman your immediate attention.
Document in order.
all my dreams will be understood. No surprise, nothing more to learn from the look in my eyes. Though I know that time is not my friend, I'll fight it to the end, hoping to keep that best of moments when the passions start. Heaven help my heart the day that I find suddenly I've run out of secrets. Suddenly I'm not always on his mind. Maybe it's best to love a stranger. Well, that's what I've done. Heaven help my heart. Heaven help my heart.
Can I speak to Mr. Alexander Molokov, please? Sorry, please, come on. No, come on. Give the guy some room, please.
Did anyone help you, and do you expect to be joining your ex? Someone love what easy your wife, or are you starting again in all aspects of life?
You bastard, you never told me you'd fixed all this. I don't believe anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will accompany me to the hotel foyer, I will make an official statement. My friend and colleague will say nothing at this time.
No madness, though the sad power may prevail, can possess, conquer my country's heart, they rise to fail. She is eternal, long before nations' lines were drawn, when the flags flew, when no army stood, my land was born. And you ask me why I love her, through war, death, and despair. She is the constant, we who don't care. And you ask me, will I leave her? But how? I cross over borders, but I'm still renowned.
muddy old river or reclining footer. Thank God I'm only watching the game, controlling it. I don't see you guys rating the kind of mate I'm contemplating. I'd let you watch. I would invite you, but the queens we use would not excite you. So you better go back to your bars, your temples, your massage parlors.
One night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster. The bars and temples, but the pills ain't free. You'll find a guy in every golden cloister, and it'll bless your little history. I can feel an angel standing up to me. One night in Bangkok is the hard and humble.
Not much between despair and ecstasy. One night in Bangkok and the tough guys tumble. And be careful with your company. I can feel the devil walking next to me. This is Frederick Trumper on behalf of International Global Television. The all-Russian struggle for world chess supremacy is well underway here in steamy Bangkok, Thailand. But it's also a titanic struggle between East and West. The current world champion, a stateless person, having defected to the free world when he won his title last year in icy Murano, Italy. It's honors even with a match only 2 games old. In the first, Shugievsky was inspired. Vijan played like a man petrified, awestruck.
But why is he really here? A whole year of silence, then suddenly here he is.
He's working for the TV company for a lot of money.
So that's all it is, then he has no desire to see you anymore.
Who cares what he's up to? You're not playing him.
Oh no, I've the feeling I am.
Don't talk yourself out of form. Regent's the one you have to
And
beat.
he's a fine player.
Predictable, he's a machine.
Very fine machine.
So are you. So are we. There is one other thing.
What?
I gather Svetlana is hoping to come out here.
My wife, come to Bangkok.
You must know about it. It's been in the paper, they may let her out.
This has to be Molotov right up his street.
So now you've got one more opponent to beat. Surely you knew.
I did not.
Well, this is a problem we knew we'd be facing soon.
But not now. Thank you. The car to take me to the television studios is here. You know the interview I promised Walter.
Fine. Ask Walter what he knows. Maybe they fixed the result of the match already. We could go home now if you're going to lose.
Comrades! Why are you looking so worried? We're not dealing with that traitor Sergievsky now. Comrade Vijan here is our new Soviet chess-playing machine. Just in case you'll feel a trace of doubt or even nervous tension, let me draw the latest score to your attention. Not the score the As scores of commentators are debating, come admit, who gives a shit for either rating? No, I prefer, and I'm sure you concur, to see who's ahead psychologically. For example, we have a tap, an inscrutable chap, whose thoughts never stray from the state of the play. Fantastic! Whereas, it's so difficult to concentrate if you have left your native country for a woman who has plans of her own. It's not easy for a chap to excel, feeling guilty as hell, having left his wife to face the music alone. But even worse, imagine if his lady's dead. Well, when I met, the atmosphere around here would be a little strange as he explained. Most wonderful girls! Love you both! I'm devastated, wipe him out of me. We don't want the whole world saying they can't even win a game. We have never reckoned on coming second. There's no Mr. De Corsi? Ah, good. Yes, we are going to be able to help each other. Heartwarming international cooperation. I have the proof that Florence Fassi's father is alive. All we want from you is a tiny triumph from the chessboard. What's that? It's on its way right now. Sorry? Oh no, thank you, Walter. Goodbye.
Remember last night I was saying the interview shouldn't be vicious. Well, times have moved on and forget what I told you. You have my permission, no order to go for the jugular, just as you want.
That's fine by me, but why the sudden change?
It seemed to me that on reflection, we don't need to pander to Russians. He may be a good guy, he may have defected, but face it, he's yesterday's issue. Here's some questions, go for it. Whatever, and I mean whatever they say, I'll do. Make sure you stay on the Russian. Don't take your cameras off him for a moment, and get the Svetlana video lined up. Is this the tide in my affairs? When I write a little history, or just an interview's wares, will flood the screens with triviality. Anatoly, if I may, let me say, right away on the thrill. Because the other seat is filled by an understanding friend of yours.
Tonight's final item is a fascinating confrontation in connection with the World Chess Championship. The former champion talks to the man who took his title a year ago away from him in Merano, Italy. The man that is defending the same title right here now in Bangkok.
Well, here we are face to face once again.
By any standards, a bizarre reunion.
Is being homeless affecting your game?
I wouldn't know since I've a home in England.
You know, by a home, I mean real home, the place where your family is.
England is my real home.
What are your latest political aims?
What are you saying?
Your anti-Russian crusade, as it were.
I'm no crusader.
What is your true motivation? That's something we'd all like to know.
Listen, you know damn well what my motivation is.
Here we see you, man, under great pressure. True fights to fight and be good, not look pressure. Chess and politics, I take my hat off to any champion who can pull that off. I hear your second controls everything.
Chess is her passion,
But her obsession is east versus west.
chess is her passion.
I know a little about her, and she's got her own axe to grind.
That's not true.
Aren't you concerned that your wife's not here?
I don't discuss my private life in public.
But don't you care that she's not by your side?
I think I've had enough of this discussion.
Well, we've a little surprise. We have your wife from the video. Let her talk to you, give you her version. How married life has changed since your desertion. Hey, come back, my friend. We're only showing home is nothing more. Where are you going?
A wonderful interview.
To miss the wood from the trees. Nothing will change my basic feeling When they've done all their wheeler dealing, those in the strongest situations do as they please. You might see all kinds of human emotion here, passion and pain, love and hate. I see nothing other than a simple board game. In the Dusit Tanai Hotel, Bangkok, Alexander Malakoff makes his first move.
We do not bring you to Bangkok for a holiday. You have to tell your husband he has to lose. Talk to Anatoly. How many times does he want to be champion anyway?
2 days later, Svetlana makes her move.
How many times do you want to be champion anyway? Who needs a dream? Who needs ambition? Who'd be the fool in my position? Once I had dreams.
Now they're obsessions, hopes we can meet, lovers' possession.
Now you're where you want to be and who you want to be and doing what you always said you wanted, yet you know you haven't won at all. Running for your life but never looking back in case there's someone right behind you that you never said you wanted for. When the crazy wheel slows down, where will you be? Back where you started.
Back at the Orient, Wolf de Courcy makes his gambit perfectly clear.
Your father is alive!
My father alive.
Alive in Russia. 30 years in prison.
Then you think I believe you?
The evidence is conclusive. And Anatoly will believe me. Now you persuade Anatoly to lose the Vizhand, and Malakoff assures me we can get your father out. And not only him. We have some people to recover. I know that you would simply love a chance to make sure your father's name is high on our list. We want him out, which is to say a gesture is needed from your player. We wouldn't mind if he got beaten. In fact, we insist.
There must be a lie you wouldn't tell me. A limit to your devious ambition. But what can it be? I can't imagine. Is there no one here who's not a politician? There's no deal. When I was young, I learned that memories shouldn't be built to last. Luxury such as father, mother jettisoned in the past. How can a half-remembered figure from a past so remote that it's hardly real alter the way I feel? Pity the child who 35 years on finds her confidence gone.
Meanwhile, in subterranean marble surroundings, two of the most powerful players make a mid-game assessment.
You should have seen how she reacted. I couldn't leave till she'd extracted promises she would see her father. Simple, I said. Told her the way she could achieve this, even though you might not believe this. She said that I was not to worry. Go right ahead. You
don't know how well she could have fought till she could, despite herself, try to resist us.
Maybe I'm wrong, but to be certain, there are others we can call in to assist us.
And who better than the dethroned king?
Remember Freddie, who's paying for you to be here in Bangkok, not the Chess Federation. Now we got a deal to get some people out, including Florence's father, provided Anatoly loses. So persuade him.
Communist, Democrat,
An intriguing collusion.
fair exchange, tit for tat,
Comradeship in profusion.
and the appeal, partner, of this deal, partner, is we both stand to win, you and me, the lady. Also, just be smart, partner, don't break her heart, partner, throw the game, show your love is as pure as snow in Moscow.
Who put you up to this? There's no deal.
And so Frederick makes a final desperate play for the woman he hasn't seen for years. Silly boy, woman who I should not have let walk out. There's no hitch that we two can entangle or talk about. The appeal, partner, of this deal, partner, is we both stand to win. We'll bring back the golden era. Stick with me, honey. Leave him be, honey. You don't know what they're planning for you. Long ago in Moscow.
Can't you see? We've moved on. Chess has nothing to do with this, Freddie. Chess isn't love.
But I've changed. I've grown up. He won't help you. He won't throw the match.
Who'd ever think it's such a small and little in me? Watching you descending just as far as you can go. I'm learning things I didn't want to know. Legends real, out his hate, till he knows he's deserted. There's no point wasting time preaching to the perverted. Who'd ever guess it? No one makes the moves intended till the game is ended. Then they say, I told you so. I'm learning things I didn't want to know.
Everybody's playing the game, but nobody's rules are the same. Nobody's on nobody's side. Everybody's playing the game, but nobody's rules are the same. Nobody's on nobody's side.
Nothing is so good, it lasts eternally. Perfect situations must go on. But this has never yet prevented me wanting far too much for far too long. Looking back, I could have played it differently. One a few more moments, who can tell? But it took time to understand the man. Now at least I know him well. Wasn't it good? So good. Wasn't he fine? Isn't it madness?
gap between us is too wide. Looking back, I could play it with the man before I was just a little careless. Maybe now at least I know him well. Now at least I know him well. Wasn't it good? Oh, so good. Wasn't he fine? Oh, so fine. Isn't it madness? He won't be mine. Didn't I know how it would go if I knew from the start? Why am I falling apart? Wasn't he fine? Isn't it madness? He won't be mine. But in the end, he needs a little bit more than me, more security. He needs his fantasy and freedom. I know him so well. It took time to understand him. I know him so well.
Oh, it's you. This is the one situation I wanted most to avoid.
Then what on earth are we doing? I could be better employed.
No, please hear me out. I think I can help.
If it's about Florence, I'm warning you.
No, it's not about her, your wife or your kids, or money or Walter or Monica.
What the hell is it?
I want to talk chess.
Chess.
Something with Moses' division. It's his King's Indian defense. One of the lines he's been trying doesn't completely make sense.
I don't understand.
I told you he's kings.
No, I don't understand why you're helping me.
Because I love chess, there's nobody else. Just sometimes I think I'm the only one. How can you let me pretty win?
I think I believe you. Show me.
In all my dealings with Florence, I never once made a good move.
Me too. If I win, it's bad for her father. But I can't lose for the wrong reasons.
How can you let mediocrity win? eyes in the world of chess, and indeed many outside of it, are turned towards Bangkok, Thailand today, where the final match in this gripping encounter has just been launched with ceremonial splendor. But all talk is of the recent and sensational loss of form of the current world champion, who seems certain to lose his title here today.
1894, Emmanuel Lascar.
Straightforward like game. When one has the last in one play.
1921, Jose Capablanca.
Working for one who believes in loyalty, heritage, true to his kind. Come on, play.
1927, Alex Allen.
Though it gives me no joy, adding to your satisfaction,
1948, Mika
you
Pompili.
can safely assume your late unlamented employee knows if he wins, then the only thing won is the chess.
1957, Parsons restarts. 1962,
Only a true stop of freedom.
1963, Tito Petrosina.
Choosing themselves, chasing a furious starlight, tickets in airports, sufficient to lead them astray.
1969, Boris Foster. 1972,
Any human
Bobby Fischer.
endeavor
1975, Anatoly Karpov. 1985,
of fame and possession, they will destroy you. Not rivals, not age, not success.
1956, Budapest is rising. 1956, Budapest is rising. 1956, Budapest is falling. 1956, Budapest is dying.
They all think they see a man who doesn't know which move to make, which way to go, whose private life caused his decline, wrecked his grand design. Some are vicious, some are fools, and others beg to see in me one of their kind.
Anatoly, I must congratulate you. You've managed to retain your title.
I had to win. If I had lost, I would be the same as Molkov. I had to win to be free.
Free? Free from what?
Free to decide what we are going to do.
No, Anatoly. You are not free. Neither am I. You must go back home to your wife and family.
Your father.
This is an all too familiar scene.
Life imperceptibly coming between those whose love is as strong as it could or should be.
I'd give the world to stay just as we are. It's better by far. Not to be twice as we realize
There was truth and there were lies. Knowing I want you, knowing I love you, I can't explain why I remain careless about you.
I've been a fool to allow dreams to become great expectations.
How can I love you so much, yet make no move? I pray the days and nights in their endless weary possessions soon overwhelm my sad obsession. We've seen it all, chasing our heart's desire, but we go on pretending stories like ours have happy endings. You could not give me more than you gave me. Why should there be something in me still discontented?
I don't look back anymore, and if I do, just for a moment.
I'll soon be happy to say I knew you then, but if you hear today, I'm no longer quite so devoted to this We've seen it all, chasing our heart's desire, but we go on pretending. Stories like ours have happy endings.
this is. He's just announced he's going back to the Soviet Union. He seems unable to win without the added thrill of changing sides. Don't you have a single word to say?
No. No, you wouldn't listen anyhow. And what I'm feeling now has no easy explanation. Hasn't this been a great achievement? Losing your man and nothing in return.
Not my man, your man. And anyway, Anatoly's return to the Soviet bosom is a very decent gesture, if I may say so. He's virtually guaranteed us. You, your father. He must have done it for you. He wouldn't have done it for me.
Losing my man and nothing in return.
Don't be so quick to put us down. We'll get your father out soon. That is as long as he is still alive.
What? What did you say?
Well, we can't be sure that he's alive. But you can't be sure that he's dead either. So you're no worse off.